I'm sitting here in a hotel room in Los Angeles, looking out of the window to the runway of Los Angeles Airport. I shouldn't be here now. I should be in Australia, in Melbourne, for a multi-city speaking tour. I've been to Australia many times, in fact 10 times since 1997, without any problem with the events, nothing. I was given a visa for this speaking tour by the government in September last year. But the reason that I'm sitting here and not sitting in Australia now should chill to the bone every Australian, because it is testament to what that country, like so many others, has become: an Orwellian tyranny. There was no indication until about 4 hours before we were due to get on the flight at the airport to Melbourne. So the very fact that the government revoked my visa on the grounds that I'll come to, which is why it's so sinister for every Australian, the very fact that it was revoked is outrageous. But the fact that they left it, and clearly, systematically, coldly and calculatedly left it until 4 hours before the plane left, shows how calculated this has all been. There began a campaign. What was his name? This Labour candidate, Josh Burns. He went public saying that I should not be allowed to come and speak into Australia and speak to Australians. And this Josh Burns of the Labour Party. But when this guy comes out and says David Icke is campaigning for Holocaust denial to be taught in schools, that is a shocker even for me. And it's a blatant lie. But then again, he's a politician, so you expect it. The Jewish population of Australia is 0.4%. We're claiming that I'm a Holocaust denier. I'm not. Absolutely unspeakable things happened to Jewish people in Nazi Germany. So what's happened is an immigration minister called David Coleman, who obviously has the backbone of a jelly, bowed to this pressure and sent me a statement, quite a long one, explaining why he revoked my visa just hours before I was due to get on the plane, having been given it last September. And he admits quite openly in this document that I have been to Australia to speak 10 times before since 1997. And he admits in the document quite openly that there has never been a problem, there has never been an incident, and I've never broken any Australian law. He decided that I would be banned from speaking in Australia, and that the thousands of people in Australia that have bought tickets, who had chosen what they have chosen to hear. That's called freedom. I'm a guy, coming up 67 now. I live in a one-bedroom flat on the Isle of Wight in England, where I've lived since the turn of the millennium, basically. I am a member of no organisation. I'm a member of no movement. I live my life as an individual, doing individual research and communicating that research as an individual. This is the reason that he gave for revoking my visa at the last minute, that I was a risk to the health, safety, or good order, what the bloody hell does that mean, good order, of the Australian community, or a segment of the Australian community. Well, how funny that I've spoken 10 times in Australia since 1997, and none of that has ever been a problem, because it's made up. Any excuse will do. Banning me from Australia is my views on vaccinations and global warming. Just ponder on that, Australia. That someone is banned from entering your land because they are saying things the government doesn't agree with. And you know, you can shake your head and walk away. You can ignore it. This is Australia, not China. It's a very sinister and it's a very dark moment in Australia's history. Come on, Aussie, come on. Get off your frickin' knees while you still can. Go to davidicke.com. You'll be able to sign it. Some Australians have put this petition together to demand that I be allowed in the country. What the bloody hell does that mean?